on then. Fucking stitch me up.
What are you talking?
Now you know what I'm talking about. What intro?
We're sponsored by C4 today.
Yeah, we are.
Go on then. Crack on.
We haven't done the intro again.
What? Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the Outlaw Picks podcast.
That's what I'm saying. It's important. Now everyone knows we're ready to go.
Is it? Look at the filth on this table.
What is that?
This chocolate and this
Is it?
stuff.
Green
Nothing
stuff.
to do with me.
So yes, we are sponsored in part by C4 Energy.
Yep.
Again, we're developing a really nice relationship with them. They are jumping on quite a few of our products. They've jumped on Viand. If you haven't watched Viand, go and watch that. They jumped on that. Yeah, you have to. And then obviously they're jumping on the Picks podcast. We're getting there with them. It's going good. We're cultivating something long term with them. Hopefully,
This is the one.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
your
the one.
favourite, isn't it?
Yeah. I've almost completely abandoned coffee now.
Wow.
It takes effort to make. I
Yeah,
can
I
just
know.
and
You know,
go
when I come
and-
round here, I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I'm like, do you want to drink? I'm like, a cup of tea is like nothing,
Yeah.
is it? Do you know what I mean? Making a coffee, that's like
it's
a
a
whole
mission,
like.
innit?
May as well.
Well, because I've
eat.
got that special kettle that's got the 200
Yeah,
degree
fancy
marker on
shit
it,
like that,
and
do
you
you know
know,
what I mean?
I can actually hear when the kettle's boiling at the
Yeah.
right point now. But like I said, it takes me 15 minutes to make it in the morning. I want to be in the gym by that point.
So this is your
Grab one of
favourite.
them. Yep.
This for sure. The bright colours seem to attract the chimps up at the gym. So that is for sure their favourite colours. Sour apple goes down very
Jimmy
well.
Warled has started using that as cologne.
Yeah, no
He's,
doubt.
he's rubbing it under his
I have no
arms.
doubt. If you cut him,
He'd,
not that anyone can damage him enough to cut him.
I don't
but
think-
C4 would seep
Yeah.
out of it if you did.
I'm amazed that they were able to get a tattoo needle through his skin
Yeah,
to put all that ink into him.
Amazing, isn't it? It's got some belters as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
That's a whole different podcast. We'll bring that up tomorrow.
Mate.
We're filming Jimmy and Josh's Nines and Lines tomorrow.
brilliant. We need to do a fight ink with Jimmy Warled.
Yeah. Explain this. Explain Billy Connolly. Go on. Off you go. Sorry, bro. I love you. So, yeah, we are sponsored by C4. Once again, if you want to get 30% off, use the code FULLREPTILE at c4energy.com. Apologies, it is US based only. UK followers, we haven't got that far. We are working on something, but I'm not sure at this stage that you will be able to use that code. If you're listening and you're in the US, 30% off with the code FULLREPTILE at c4energy.com. Pretty significant discount. Go get it. We have a second sponsor. Our long-term friends and favourites were my favourites, but they definitely stitch me up in some way. I have insider information that something is going on. We weren't to open this until
I didn't get that
air.
message. I didn't get that message to not open it, but fortunately the package was for me, seeing as the fact that
it was in your name as well?
What do you mean it was in my
Because
name?
they normally put it in my name.
Oh, mate. Of course it wasn't in your name.
No.
No.
So if this is the first time you tune in, the long-standing joke is Merino wool.
It's
Unbound.
a long-standing fact.
It's a long-standing joke that Unbound Merino send us loads of unbelievable, wicked gear, and Dan pretends that I steal it all, even though we're not the same size. And then he has none left.
Look, you can go back into all of the previous podcasts and you can see full well that I am wearing a blue t-shirt and a black hoodie. And you'll also notice, well, you won't notice, but Ollie's got 3 pairs of socks on per foot.
No.
And every layer's merino wool.
Now I know you're lying.
He starts complaining about how hot it is in here and I've got some kind of heat button and he's got 4 shirts on underneath.
I've got 2 layers on because I have to layer here because I never know what the temperature's going to be like.
He has to layer, but he goes, he's a medium. And he can get 2 mediums on top of one another, but he can't go 3 mediums deep. So he has to steal a large. See?
No way.
I've never seen a green shirt like that before.
Yeah, I know, but they came.
Have you got a
You've
medium
put
and a
them
large
somewhere.
in that? I haven't.
I don't have any larges.
Well, anyway.
My large days were about 9 years ago. I'm definitely a medium now.
Well, they've done this for me.
Look at
which
that.
not only are you going to be really jealous about, it is beautiful.
Yeah, no shit.
The colour and everything. But also, just to make sure we don't get mixed up, it says...
I knew it. I knew it was going to...
It's another Ollie! It's another Ollie!
Wow. I bet there's not a medium in that package either, is there? Not one.
No.
Angel, I'm coming for you, bro.
I'm wearing this one on the war
Look
room.
how many you've got.
Just one of
They
each.
all got Not For Ollie on the back.
Both of them
Have they?
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
It's my new favorite. My new favorite items of clothing, mate. I mean,
unbelievable.
I wore this on the War Room when I recorded it. Look at that. I mean,
did you? That makes sense now.
Yeah, that's
something
what,
else.
That's
yeah,
why I've had to hold it back
right.
so you can't see it. Right? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Not for Ollie on the back.
Not for Ollie.
Is
Not
that
for Ollie.
embroidered in?
Embroidered.
Are you serious,
Mate, would spend a week unpicking that.
Oh my god,
Not
that's outrageous.
for Ollie.
So yeah, anyway, if you want Unbound, just go get 3% off. Or
What's the
something,
code?
so.
What's the code? Outlaw.
No, with all jokes aside, a lot of jokes seem to be at my expense. But all jokes aside, unboundmerino.com. We have a long-standing relationship with them. Obviously, some of us are closer to them than others. But if you would like 15% off unbelievable Unbound merino wool, use the code Outlaw at the checkout. You get 15%. If your order's over $100, they'll throw in free shipping as well. And we look like we always say the same thing, that we will love it. We're always in it when we're not in our own stuff.
And this is a one-off,
Unbound.
as far as I know.
That's embroidered as well.
This is a one-off. But what I would say is, if you mention it to them a few times,
collab.
I mean,
it's not a bad shout.
you'd buy one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I'd buy one. I'd buy one that says "Not for Ollie" on the back.
we are not doing.
I think we should. I think they all should say "Not for Ollie" on the back.
Unbelievable. There's no mediums in there.
No, of course there aren't.
Outrageous.
Because you've got all the mediums and
all
all the larges.
I've got 24 mediums.
Exactly.
Some of them are crisp in the wardrobe. I'm not even worn them yet.
Anna, don't go in there. That's my merino wardrobe. And they're my merino drawers.
Stay there.
Please don't touch those socks. There's only
You had all the
14 pairs
socks.
a day.
Don't give me that shit. You had all the socks. You had all the socks. I've not got any socks.
I didn't.
You did. There's definitely a box somewhere. Anyway, moving on.
You need to stop sparring with the pros. That's what needs to happen.
No, mate, it's not too far away.
You're forgetting.
I just don't think I can do it anymore. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Unbound.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Unbound.
it. Dan appreciates it slightly
Love
more than
it.
I appreciate it, but there we go.
I'm wearing these all the time. They sent me two so I can always alternate. So I can sit in front of the washing machine wearing one while the other one's in there being washed.
Don't wear that to the gym. That's
mean
just
don't wear
ammo
it to
for
the
the
gym?
chimps again. It's more ammo for them. Constant barrage of.
They don't need more ammo.
They do. They're running out. They're running out.
A banger.
Yeah, exactly. Win. Ding.
Okay.
Okay. Review.
Oh, of course, we're talking about that one.
Review
first.
first.
I've got the Chikadze card pulled up already.
Yeah.
What a fight.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. Anyway, we'll get to
Okay,
that. Let's have a quick review. We're not going to do it all live. We're going to do 4 fights from the last fight night.
Yeah.
William Knight is a bit of a beast, isn't he? Interesting finish, wasn't it?
Was.
His head's up there. He's not looking at any. But if you throw, I think he threw. That was twice he threw that right hand, right?
You're going to take Darth Vader out,
that's
aren't
twice
you?
we've nearly had. Well, I'm glad it's not just me.
No, it's not. No, V's nearly took him out a couple of times.
I'll calm down a little bit. But Chirant threw that right hand twice, didn't he? On the second one, you're going to counter it with their left hook.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even looking. He was looking up in the crowd somewhere, but he caught that bridge hand in it, and it was just interesting.
You said this the other day. You said bridge hand.
Yeah, well,
it's ridge hand.
A ridge hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
of course, I'm. Anything in the striking realm.
I was like,
bridge. It's like, yeah, it's when it's like that.
Oh, okay.
Do you not know that one?
I don't know that one. No, I don't know.
Years of experience.
Yeah. It's like your praying mantis style, is it?
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking, if whenever it was a long time ago for you, but whenever you speak to people about punching, people always say it's not how hard you punch, it's landing it and the timing and what have you. That wouldn't have registered on a punch machine or a force plate, anything like that. It would barely register, would it?
No.
But it was just the right time as he was coming in, as he was looking to land his punch with good timing. Not lucky timing, but he's obviously throwing the punch to land it.
Yeah.
But and then it was just done, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And when you look like a linebacker,
mate,
you're gonna
those low kicks that he was throwing. Like they were uncomfortable to watch land. Like he meant them as well. Yeah. I've not seen him look like that before. They commented on it as well.
Right? That's his thing.
Stick your tongue into it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's not looked that fiery before. I didn't think. I don't know what the animosity was between the two.
But he looked like he knew this was his. Didn't he? He knew he was coming in to win it. And Chirant, he just wasn't quite there, was he?
Is that 2 losses in a row now? 2 fast ones as well, pretty much.
Yeah. And it was interesting, just the timing of it and the precision of it always trumps power in it. And, William Knight has a shitload of power, but it wasn't the power that got him the win.
Yeah.
It was just that
5'10"
timing
with a 73-inch reach at light heavyweight.
Power pack as well.
It's interesting. It's interesting to see how that's going to do, because generally light heavyweights are getting taller. If you look, most of the guys are sort of 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Thiago Santos, Anthony Smith.
Tough for him losing weight. Just the way his body is, like he's lean already. It's not like he can lose a load of fat. He's going to have to trim muscle out of there.
You'd say that to Jared Cannonier, though, and he's pretty...
he was... There was a bit on him. He was at heavyweight, right?
Originally. Oh, yeah.
There was a bit on him, and now he's stripped that fat.
But he's leaner than William
now.
Knight now.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you think,
Yeah, there's a little bit.
Get him on a DEXA scan.
Yeah.
Get him on a Dexter scan. See if he's a serial killer.
Next one up we're going to look at was, oh man, I was happy to see this. Like we were all over him last time. We really liked the way he was. Bahamondes.
Yeah.
And he
last
lost
5 seconds.
Huh?
Last 5 seconds
Unreal.
of the fight.
Unbelievable. I just thought he was great. The whole fight, really. He seemed in control. He's really crisp, isn't he? He's very athletic. He's 23, 12-4. He's had a few submissions. We know he can knock people out. I think he might be here to stay.
I agree.
He's got a little bit. Aura's probably a little bit strong because of how young he is and whatever, but he's got a little something about him, hasn't he?
Definitely.
There's just a little bit where you're like, oh shit, his rhythm, his timing. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. He plays with his striking very well. Obviously he won the fight with that spinning kick, but it's not all the way through. I mean, he threw a few spinning kicks, but he was also quite measured with them. A couple of them landed, even though they were on the guard. He threw a back kick, which landed nicely as well. But between the spinning stuff, there was a lot of jab, teep, front kick, low kick, feint.
It's not
cross.
all. It wasn't all flashy, was it?
It was nicely measured.
Finish,
which tells me he's got quite a depth to his skill set, because he's got all the basics that he needs, and he uses them well. But then he does sprinkle in a little bit of the fancy when last 5 seconds.
Love it.
Why not?
I really enjoyed
I was
watching
really
that.
impressed.
Man,
Roosevelt Roberts was good.
Yeah,
it was a competitive fight up to that point. Bahamondes was bloodied and stuff. But yeah.
I think he's probably
special about him.
Did he get? He must have got a bonus, right?
He must have done.
Must have. So he's going to have made a little bit of money. Hopefully that takes a little bit of pressure off him, and he can just concentrate on doing what he's doing. But I reckon he's got maybe one more, and then they'll give him like a recognisable name, and he'll be on a bit of a tear.
Yeah,
he's at good age. Clearly got a good skill set.
Yep.
I don't know how he comes across to the public, like whether he can get a public swell behind him and he can be a superstar.
I think V's going to interview him soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll hear a bit more from him.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
very
definitely
cool.
like watching him fight for sure.
And man, these two, like we've.
Are you going to talk about Pantoja? Yeah.
Are you finished on Bahamondes?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
This was a great fight, and as I was watching it, I said to V a couple of times, Royval's going to be really good in a year or two's time.
He's young, isn't he? But in the preview show, I think he said the same thing. This is just a touch too soon for him.
I think I was pretty much on the money in the preview show, wasn't I?
You don't normally like to bring it up or anything, but
were we keeping track? I think
no. People are asking us to keep track, but that's way too
somebody else had
accountable.
commented that I think I was like 10-2 on my picks.
I thought it was 2-10.
No, it was my MMA record. 10-2 on my picks. Yeah,
were you?
Yeah, I think I did pretty well. Oh, no. I just disagreed with you though.
Yeah,
so I mean
that's the smart
pretty much
bet.
the safest
that's the
bet,
smart
isn't it?
bet. If you're gonna bet, just go the opposite. Man, I just don't know how they fought at that pace.
No,
it was just so fast.
It's wild.
Neither of them were still, especially during the scramble and the grappling. They just were not still, not once.
No.
I mean, I know that's that's the game. That's what
but
you're
it was high level as well. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they were just kind of crazy, just kind of losing one position after the next. Like they were undoing each other's attack and reversing. It was, and I was impressed with Royval being able to hang with Pantoja. I mean, he got wrapped up quick. Pantoja was on his back pretty quick, and with most of the guys in the flyweight division, you're like, you're not going to see the end of this round.
Yeah.
But Royval actually made it competitive until obviously he got caught in the choke. I enjoyed it, and I think Royval's the next wave in this division. I just think Pantoja's there right now.
Did you see the call out of the champ. It was like the nicest.
No.
It was like the nicest. He was like, listen, we fought before, you were young, up and coming, and now you're the man, and I would just like a chance to fight
that's
again.
no good. That's no good.
I was like, wow.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
It was, yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's still, like we said on the previous show, it's weird. Like, he's beaten the champ twice, but he hasn't beaten the two guys that are above him.
Yeah.
And now, he's finished Brandon Royval, so, he is where he's supposed to be. Does he get a title shot straight away?
I mean,
next up?
Where are the rankings? I don't see why not.
3,
They're
right?
the one championship rankings. Hang on a minute. I'm a bit disorganised today. I've been to London and back.
Ugh.
Chatting with old Big John Fury. Gypsy John Fury. What a character.
What a character. That
He
would
was
be
showing
great
me-
if you could
mate.
somehow get an interview, a one-on-one with him. That would be fun
100%.
talking old fighting.
He's got to have some stories. He was
Must
showing me
have,
some teeth marks in his elbows today from his old bare knuckle
Holy
days.
shit.
God, wicked. What was I going to say? What we're talking about?
Rankings, Pantoja's.
Yeah, Pantoja's
3,
behind
right?
Askarov and Figueiredo.
Yeah, who've both beaten him,
Yeah,
but he's beat the champ twice.
but he's beat the champ twice.
I don't know what you do, really.
Moreno might have done him a favour by. The thing is, they like a narrative, don't they?
Yeah.
And there is a narrative
Yeah.
there. So I think he's got a damn good chance of getting up there. The other thing is Askarov's a nightmare for everybody. And it's way more marketable and way more possible
Probably
for
don't
Brandon
want
Moreno
him.
to.
You don't want him as the champ, really, do you? Really? If you
I
like.
mean, he's not nearly as marketable as Brandon Moreno.
No.
Standing outside the Lego shop with his big bag.
Yeah, he's different, isn't
Love
he?
the guy.
Different.
Love the guy. What'd you spend your bonus money on?
Lego,
Lego.
of course. Yeah, wicked fight. I loved it. I don't think I took a breath in that first round watching it. I was like, oh shit, how are you doing that? Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was wicked.
It was.
And the last one we're going to talk about is the main event. I was glued to this.
Have you watched the co-main though, right? Madsen.
No,
Oh, you not watched that
No.
one yet? Okay.
I've not watched it.
Okay.
We have so much going on.
We do.
Can only do so much.
We do.
No,
It's worth a watch of that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see your opinion because there were a couple of times that Guida stung him.
Right.
It was a split decision, but one of the judges scored it 30-27 for Madsen, and
Right.
I'm not sure.
That's possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
think,
fair play, Clay Guida,
yeah,
because that's a hell of a task. Even a split decision loss, that is a hell of a task at
Yeah.
that age
yeah. it
against
is.
that dude.
Mate, what was his record now? 28 and
Amazing.
it's like 28 and 17 or something. Oh, sorry. 36 wins and 21 losses.
That's a shitload of fights, isn't it?
It's a shitload of fights. I think he surpassed 6 hours in the octagon during
Wow.
the fight.
Amazing.
My goodness.
And he's probably not stopping, is he?
Of course he's not.
No.
He's bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I'd imagine, like, what's
Running
he
up
going
and
to
down
do?
the corridors of the hotels in Vegas with an American flag
what's
over
he
his
gonna
shoulder.
do?
He's like the second coming to Hacksaw Jim Duggan, isn't he?
Nice.
Cannoneer Gastelum. Go on. Tell me
Yeah,
what you thought.
I was glued to this as much as I was in the Pantoja Royval fight. It was wicked, and man, KG's tough, isn't he? He's just tough, and
Yeah. Is he in that spot, though? Is he in that same Benavidez spot that Pantoja might be in?
he just can't.
He might not be able to break the top 3. He
Yeah,
might
I
be
don't
just
know.
banging his head against those best guys in the
He's
division.
so fucking tough, man. I mean, I think the decision was right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. It was competitive.
Yeah.
You know, it was. He always gives a good account of himself, Gastelum. That's
2
one
and
thing you
5
can
for
guarantee.
Gastelum, right?
Huh?
2 and 5 for Gastelum.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I need to watch it again.
yeah.
I only watched it the once, but he's in a real difficult situation where
Yeah,
you look
he
at
is.
everybody in the top 15 and you're
Yeah.
like, well, he'll give them a scrap. He'll give
Yeah.
every one of them a scrap. Probably catch a few of them.
But can he put 4 huge wins together to be the champ? That's what he's talking about. I had a look at him on social media. That's his narrative. It was
play.
close. I thought, I want it. I'm coming for the belt. I want the belt.
Fair play. Go and get it. Might not be this weight class though.
He moves, and I can't see him dropping.
No, of course not.
I've
not.
mean, I've never met him. I'm
more
making
likely he's
massive
gonna go up.
assumptions. Yeah, right.
He almost missed weight.
Yeah.
Oh no! The reason he's not won the belt is because he's a light heavyweight. He
Yeah.
was going the wrong way. He was
Keep eating.
Keep eating.
He just performs like he don't look like he can perform.
no.
Like he's super agile, and you just look at him, you're like, you can't be agile, and he's super agile.
Yeah.
I like him.
He's got this clear rhythm to his style. You know, when he came out in the second round with a bit of a fire in his ass because he'd lost the first. Yeah. He does this thing where he kind of like he bounces back and then he jogs into attack. Yeah. So you know when he's going to attack because he brings his front foot back and then he comes back in. It's like
huge read.
Yeah. Over and over again.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah, he is.
He's fast.
He's welterweight, isn't he?
For a square. He's fast
for a SpongeBob.
Yeah.
What was the fucking word the other day?
Bong bong.
I think he is partial, but no,
he is, isn't he? Of
course he is.
He is a bit of a bong bong.
Yeah.
I don't know what word you were thinking. I'm sorry for distracting you from that word.
Every now and then, V will teach me a word in Spanish, which I won't remember.
Yeah.
And what I usually do is convert it to an English word that sounds similar to it, and then replace it in her language with that similar English word.
So done her a favour, really.
Yeah, of course.
Improve the language for her.
Yeah, completely screwing up her understanding of English, as well as decimating her own native language.
Gent, what a gent.
It's the English way, I think.
Innit?
Yeah, she taught me a word, and I can't remember what it was, but it was the word for Gaston. It's like pound cake. He's like, you know what I mean?
Is there a better word?
I know. He's just a block.
He's a pound cake. Yeah, dense pound cake. Absolutely.
Is Zach Galifianakis call one of his dogs pound cake on that fucking the campaign? You don't like fun, do you?
Yeah,
I've
seen it. I've seen it. It was good. I just won't be able to quote from it. That's it. That's where the fall down is.
That's sparring, I'm telling you. Too much pro sparring.
Lack of head movement and being shit when everyone else is good. That's the problem. The only thing I took from that is something obviously Jimmy and you talk about at the gym is was Cannonier's hand fighting in the wrestle and the takedown D. It was super good, weren't it? Both hands straight to his thigh and just broke that grip a lot. And KG just couldn't really control him, could he?
No.
And it was I just thought it was quite a simple, like it's not a move. Do you know what I mean? It's just simple. It's like control the hands, break the grip. You know.
Yeah. It was a bit closer than I thought. I was expecting it to be. I suppose I was expecting it to be more competitive on both sides. I thought Gastelum would have a bit more success with his wrestling, but I also thought Cannonier would do more damage to him with his kicks.
Yeah.
It was actually a closer match, but it played out kind of how I expected. I think I spoke about both on the War Room, because Cannonier being able to switch from one stance to another was immediately problematic for Gastelum because he's always got options to kick.
Commentators were loving it. Just how they didn't even. Oh dear.
Yeah. I don't.
No, it was not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I get distracted by it so much that I'm not really paying attention to the fight.
Yeah, right.
So it depends who it is. It depends who it is. But
no, they were loving it. How smooth he was between stances.
Yeah.
And it looked unconscious. Like he wasn't.
You
know, we've talked about switching stance to sort of try and fall. It wasn't like he was just moving through stances. It wasn't like, I'm going to stand in southpaw now. I'm going to stand north. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
sometimes one stance looks like more of an effort.
Yeah.
Like I know when I switch to southpaw, it feels more of an effort.
Yeah, right.
I'm more conscious of my movement and more aware of myself and less aware externally. Whereas when I'm orthodox,
John Wayne Parr might be listening.
That's all right. You can listen. Come and train with you once. It makes no difference. Like when I'm orthodox, there's a lot more automated movement, if that makes sense.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a good card.
Have the rankings been updated yet?
No, they wouldn't. I think we're always a day too early.
Oh, we?
I think so. Quick shout out to Brendan Lockney. He's fighting in PFL.
He is fighting in PFL.
It's quarterfinals, one away from the $1 million chance. Right?
That's semi-finals.
Sorry, semi-finals.
Yeah.
He's one away, right?
Yeah, I think
wins
he
this
is.
one, he's in the final.
Yeah.
For the $1 million.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
And he gets paid per fight, right, as well? They get an amount per fight and
it must be. Must be.
Good. I like it.
Yeah. Good luck, Brendan. Bring it home.
Yeah, mate.
Right.
Okay.
Done with the review?
Yes.
Have a look at the Barboza Chikadze card.
Now, pre-disclaimer.
Yeah. You've fucked me, haven't you?
I've not actually looked at this card.
Well, you have had a bit on.
I've not looked at this card.
You have had a bit on.
I've been busy doing Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley stuff, and I've been busy doing other things as well. Yeah. So, anyway.
Okay.
But, I know some of the guys on this card.
I've got enough notes for all of us.
Yeah,
as the boys continually
that's what worries
let
me.
Everyone know.
That's what worries me. Okay. Martinez, Guido Cannetti.
Yeah.
I like Guido.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a weird matchup, right? Guida's what?
It was
8-5 and 42. He's lost 6 of his last 8.
He's 41, isn't he? Yeah.
He's 41,
Yeah.
sorry. Mana's won his last 2. He's 8-2 and he's only 25.
Yeah.
So we're 2 ends of the
This was a
spectrum here.
remade fight, though, wasn't it?
Mine was supposed to be last week.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Mario Batista.
Yeah, there you go.
And did not someone in his team get COVID?
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Batista tested positive for COVID.
Right, there you go. At least it was him, though. If it was your
that's a
team,
bummer,
you'd feel
man.
so bad, wouldn't
Yeah,
you? You get
you
all
would.
that way and you're like,
You would.
bro, 9 weeks
Right.
I've been in this camp. You've got COVID. I'm sweet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That'd be
That'd
annoying.
be very annoying. But Cannonetti's good, right?
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
He did get knocked the shit out of, didn't he, against Batgirl. Pretty bad, but it was like a straight arm left hook, like caught him sweet and just knocked him out.
You've got to wonder what he's striving for at this stage. I mean, he's not had many MMA fights for his age.
Yeah,
I mean, how old was he?
8-5, and he's
Yeah, he turned pro in 2007. So he's not been very active. 1 in 2007, 1 in 2009, 1 in 2010. Yeah, I mean, he's literally a fight a year.
I wonder what he's doing.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just interesting, isn't it? Like,
Probably
what does he
working
do?
full time.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, you'd imagine so. But he's in good nick.
Yeah,
He's got some good attacks. He's got good defense. He's decent.
He's just, although he's got a similar record to his opponent, they're just at different points in their career, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, Martinez is 25. He's 5'10". He's got a 70-inch reach. He's taken a short notice fight. He's coming on a 2-fight win streak, stopping both guys in the first round.
Innit? You think, like, it feels like that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah.
But, like,
if you get a short call up from the UFC, this is the kind of fight that you're like, okay, I can make the most of this. Yeah. He's not coming in to take a loss to get his second opportunity against someone who's matched up against. Like, this is a match you can win.
Yeah.
And a good opportunity for him.
But he's no bomb, man.
No, he's not. No.
Cannetti's he's no bomb, is he?
Well, I mean, he's got that familiarity with the octagon, of course, that helps. Plus, his opponent had his first pro fight in 2016. So technically, Guido had been pro for 9 years, even though he only had, 4 fights?
Yeah. It's a better... Oh, was it not Martinez versus Trevin Jones? Was that not the one that got called off?
Was it? I thought... Oh, was Cannetti taking this one on short notice then? No, Cannetti was matched up with Mario Bautista. It was supposed to be on this card. And Bautista tested positive because V's interviewed him.
So last week, Martinez was
so was
Trevin
he supposed to
Jones.
Fight last week?
Yeah.
Debut?
Must have been.
And Trevin Jones is off the card because
This
his teammate got
there you
COVID.
go.
Fucking hell.
But this is a better fight than the Trevin Jones fight for him, right?
Right?
Much better fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, Trevin Jones would be a handful for him.
What a head fuck.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm going with Guido.
Yeah, I said I was going to back the veteran.
Yeah, why not?
Just because he's
Just going with my
closer to
heart.
my age than the other dude. What's that?
I think Martinez is going to win, but my pick's Guido.
Solidarity
There
for
we go.
the 40-somethings.
There we go.
There we go. I like
Yeah,
it.
you're nearly there, aren't you?
So are you, bro. Pat Sabatini and Jamal Emmers.
Yes.
Which I think could be quite a good fight.
Yeah, it could be. It's going to be fiery from the get go, isn't it?
I mean, we talked up Pat Sabatini last time we spoke to him. I think he fought Tristan Connolly, and he was coming in with a bit of heat behind him. People were saying he's going to be something. He's 10 of his 14 wins via submission, so he's going to have to watch out.
Yep, a lot of rear naked chokes.
Yeah,
a couple of heel hooks. Yeah, a lot of rear naked chokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rear naked chokes.
Yeah,
I'm picking Pat Sabatini by rear naked choke.
There you go. He had some real nice timing on some of his shots in that Tristan Connolly fight were beautiful. He let his hands go a couple of times, wait for the counter, just duck under double leg, and his control beat up and submit game is tight in it. Jamal's gonna have to be, he's gonna have to be careful. But Jamal Emmers is a good fighter. He's not managed to like put a long streak of good solid wins together. But he's got to win over Corey Sandhagen.
Well, I mean, if you look at his losses, I mean, he's lost to So let's go back to 2016. He lost to Thiago Moises. He's got a win over Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah, 2017 is not that long
He's
ago.
got a win over Chris Avila.
Right.
He's got a loss to Julian Erosa. You know, so I mean, he's like and this is the thing as well. He made his UFC debut and lost a split decision to Giga Chikadze.
Right.
And now he's on the undercard of Chikadze, who's in the main event taking on Barboza.
That is the UFC, innit? That is the UFC.
But in his head, it's like, oh well, you know, okay, I hung with one of those guys, you know, and it was a close fight. It was a split decision. You know, I think it's an interesting one, but it feels, without making it too black and white, it feels like a striker v grappler matchup. I think Sabatini is going to do much better on the floor, but I think Jamal Emmers is going to be a handful. I think it's going to be difficult to keep a hold of, difficult to take down.
Yeah. He's a better striker, isn't he? He's got a beautiful counter knee up the middle. He just docks his head and smashes that knee up the solar plexus. But I
could be useful for someone trying to take him down.
Yeah, but I think like Sabatini's game is pretty tight, and I don't know, man.
Which way you go?
I'm going Sabatini. I think he'll control and beat him up.
I'll go Jamal Emmers then.
Yeah. It's facetious.
Just from that little confidence boost that he gets, so looking at that main event and thinking,
I was close.
I was a split decision away from being on that poster, potentially.
How long ago was that?
It was a little while ago. I mean, Giga Chikadze's had a few fights since then, hasn't he? He's racked up a few wins. Yeah, so that was a split decision against Jamal Emmers, March of 2020. But since then, Giga Chikadze has beaten Erwin Rivera, Omar Morales, Jamie Simmons, and Cub Swanson.
Yeah.
So he's been.
We'll get to him in a bit, but
he's been busy. Okay.
Yeah, Sabatini.
So we're going opposites.
Yeah. You like that, don't you?
I do.
Enjoy it.
JJ Aldrich, I like her.
Yeah.
She is fucking tough. She's like
so tough.
Just come and fight me. Just
She's not like mad skills.
But
toughness just like overawes it. She's like 9-4, but she's also had 11 amateur fights. So she's competed a lot in MMA.
Yeah, only been stopped once, right? Oh no, she was caught in it. She got rear naked choked by Tatiana Suarez, didn't she?
Yeah, which
Yeah, of course. And
she was great in that Polyana Viana fight.
Yeah,
because Polyana is clearly a killer on the floor, and she was close a few times, and she really had to solve that puzzle dealing with her, and she did. I thought she did really well.
And then Courtney Casey in that last fight as well.
Yeah, that was it. The Polyana fight was strawweight, right? And now she's settled at flyweight.
Was it? Yeah, it was strawweight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
She's
flyweight suits her much better.
Yeah, definitely. She had Sabina Mazzo's. We rate her.
Yeah, she's good. She's tall, good. Awkward, good striker. Difficult to get close to. I don't know much about this Vanessa.
Demopolous. She's have a look at her topology photo. She's
a pro wrestler?
Shredded. She's out of Black House, so she's gonna be pretty tough, isn't she? She had a close fight with.
What's that photo all about though?
I don't know.
She's standing on a rooftop with what looks like 2 sports bras on, but one backwards, and it's the LFA belt. But why is she standing on a fucking roof? That's just a weird.
I'm assuming we're talking about the same photo. She looks about 2% body fat.
Yeah. Oh no, she is shredded.
Yeah. I don't know. She must have cut specially for that photo because she doesn't necessarily look like that when I was watching her earlier.
That's a really weird photo.
There are some weird ones. Oh, who's the dude with the amazing one from Finland? Makwan. That's the best one.
He's up with all the girls around him. Yeah, of course.
That's the best one.
Mr. Finland.
Yeah.
He's your spirit animal, he is.
He's wicked. I love him. I mean, we couldn't be further apart, but yeah, I suppose that's what your spirit animal's supposed to be like.
Yeah, so this is a short notice signing, isn't it?
Yeah, but she had a good fight with Corey McKenna in the Contender Series. But Corey, she was just a touch better. Do you know what I mean? All over really. She threw a few subs up from the bottom, but Corey controlled her and was she was pretty good. The thing I just thought for her is that JJ's been in there with some really good fighters. She's been around. She's got a lot of experience in the organisation, and she's a solid roster fighter, isn't she?
She is.
I can't imagine JJ Aldrich being the champ, but she's a solid roster fighter who's, she causes a lot of problems.
Yeah, she's. I mean, on the bright side for Vanessa coming in, Aldrich is a solid decision maker. So there's probably going to be a 15-minute window for her to work.
Yeah,
Which if I'm coming in for my UFC debut, it's nice to know that you've got someone that's probably not going to try and blast you out there in the first round. Yeah. Bit of breathing room. But then
she was good with Macy Barber until she wasn't. True. In that first round, she kind of whacked Macy Barber up.
You kind of have to start fast, don't you? Like with Macy, you kind of have to start fast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then
I'm going with Aldrich just because I like her fighting style. And I just think the more time she's like Clay Guida, the more time she spends in the octagon, the more comfortable she's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I had JJ. Okay. Oh, I don't think this is a good matchup for Darren Stewart.
It's not. Why is he at light heavyweight?
I don't know.
He's just not. He's not big enough for light heavyweight, surely. Like I've stood next to him, and he looks to me like a big welterweight.
He's light heavyweight in thickness.
Yeah,
but
depth.
but not in height at all. I just don't think this is the right fight for him. I don't know why he would.
Jacoby's got a lot of kickboxing experience, hasn't he?
I think Jacoby's good, man. And like Darren's got beat up by Eric Anders twice. Even that first one that got finished with an illegal knee, but it was going all
right until it wasn't.
Yeah, that was going to a loss for sure. And then he got beat up, and I actually thought Eric Anders was much better in that second fight and kind of dismantled him. But Dustin Jacoby's tough, man. He fought Maxim Grisham.
Who's a former heavyweight.
And he's a beast.
And Justin Ledet, who's also a former heavyweight. Yeah, stopped him with low kicks.
I don't see this going.
It's a tough fight.
I don't see this going very well for him. And
no, it is a very tough fight. The only upside, if I'm Darren and I'm looking at this, I'm going, okay, I'm fighting a guy who's 6'4", who's got a 4-inch reach advantage. So if I can get close enough to him to crack him on the chin, his kickboxing record is 10 wins and 8 losses. He's lost 3 times by knockout. But he's also won 9 times by knockout. So he's a bit of a, like our trade punches until one of us fall over. Like Darren can crack.
Yeah, he can.
And I don't think light heavyweight is probably the best place for him. But we're assuming that he's not really cutting weight to be there. We're assuming that he's stepping in there fresh. Might have a hell of a camp,
caloриed up, not worrying about his weight, loving life. Just, who knows?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Dustin can control this distance and whack his legs up, and
that's going to be the challenge.
Could be rough, couldn't it?
Low kicks and body kicks, because Darren's not going to try and grab him and take him down, is he? Unless he's getting lit up.
And you know that going in, and he did you say he'd finished someone with leg kicks already?
Yeah, just
so in his game.
And Ledet's a good boxer.
Yeah, and he's got good feedback from doing that. He knows the takedown threat is not massive. I reckon he's going to go and blast his legs. Tough one. But who knows? Like we say,
you going with Jacoby then? Are you?
Yeah, Darren Stewart, caloried up and not worrying about his weight. There's a lot of power to be generated through that young man for sure. But I think I got Dustin Jacoby. I quite like Jacoby. I watched that fight last night with Maxim Grishin. I was like, oh shit, fair play.
I'm going to take Darren Stewart by first round knockout. Yeah.
I feel like you're just doing the opposite of whatever I'm saying right now. Now you got your custom fucking merino wool on.
I'm all full of C4 and new merch, aren't I? I'm feeling a bit.
I like it.
I'm feeling a bit confident. No, look, I'm if I'm picking Guido against Martinez, I'm picking Darren Stewart against Jacoby. Look, we're all here to have
the wheels have come off.
Fuck it.
The wheels have definitely come off.
Sparks flying down the road. It doesn't matter. We're all let's have a bit of fun. I'm picking Darren Stewart by first round knockout because I think he's gonna be like, right, as long as I connect with this motherfucker who's going down. He looks like a big giant.
Is he gonna have the power of Maxim Grisham though? Who's technically a heavyweight.
Yeah, he's technically a heavyweight, but like Max Grisham is an undersized heavyweight, and he's not got a lot of pop on his shots. Like I called his debut, didn't I? I called his UFC debut. I think Max Grisham. I did against Tybora and his fight against Antigolov, and he's got a TKO over Antigolov, but he was still standing, and he thought it was the end of the round. He was just like standing up against the fence, just taking a bunch of shots.
I can take this. I'm hanging.
And the referee stepped in. And he was like, end of the round, and it was the end of the fight. Yeah, just because you've come down from a different weight, I don't necessarily think it equates to punching power. I think that a big part of Darren Stewart's punching power is his speed, and that's something that Max Grisham's not got. He's not a fast fighter.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think the speed at which Darren Stewart can cover distance might be problematic.
Might catch Dustin before he...
And he might, Darren Stewart might be feeling the pressure a little bit. He's moved up a weight class. I mean, he's got, one win in his last 5 fights if you count the no contest.
Is the move up in weight class to buy him a freebie?
Well, it is like people do that. I mean, his last one was a light heavyweight because his Anders fights were both weight classes, weren't they? The first one was middleweight.
Yeah, you're right.
And the second one was light heavyweight.
They both went, nah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Come on, bro.
Let's just run it back, but not do the weight
We're not
cut.
doing the cuts.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Sam Alvey was at a blessing here, I reckon, because the fight with Kopylov was cancelled, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was, I just did not think that was going to go very well for him.
This is going to be an ugly fight.
I'm not massively excited about this.
I had to watch Sam Alvey against Derek Brunson again the other day.
I love how you say had to.
It's just makes me a little bit sick in my mouth sometimes. Yeah. It's just such a mess. It's such a mess, and he's got that psychopath smile where he's not actually smiling.
Yeah,
his mouth is smiling, and his eyes are saying, "God, fucking help me." You know what I mean? It's like this manic, like he's gonna blow up a hospital and walk out wearing a nurse's outfit, kind of. Anyone that shaves a smiling face in the back of their fucking head is not smiling on the front side.
No, there's a fair bit of crazy going on in that.
Yeah,
there's a fair bit of crazy.
Yeah.
I always think of him. I always picture him like at a barbecue.
Yeah,
he just looks like a dude that would barbecue.
That's the other thing as well. He's back at middleweight. He gave up for a minute and went to light heavyweight. Like fuck it, I'm going to the barbecue this weekend.
I like carbs.
Carb Alvey. I like him as an individual.
He's got some character to him, hasn't he?
Really struggle to enjoy his fights. They're just a sloppy mess.
He's very durable. He's been around for so long.
That doesn't equate. Durability doesn't equate to being a good fighter, though.
No, I mean, look, I think Wellington Turman's gonna beat him for athleticism. I think he's probably gonna beat him for power.
And would that be his first UFC win?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh no, he's got that decision win over Marcus Perez, but he's coming off 2 knockout losses.
Yeah,
I think Sam Alvey's going to lay him out.
One of them's only.
I think Alvey's going to lay him out.
You reckon?
Yeah. It's going to look like a fight at a barbecue between an uncle and a unruly teenager. They should even do it.
Not.
They should even do it in a drained pool.
Right. We're now cutting away from our broadcast. Yeah. We have Sam Alvey versus Wellington Turman. In a pool.
They're only allowed to wear boxer shorts that have got some kind of beer sponsor on them, like Budweiser.
And an oven glove on one hand.
Taped.
Yeah.
No, both hands taped oven gloves, so we can't get any fucking eye pokes.
Yeah, nice.
Here we go.
Or just get better gloves.
We've just solved the UFC's problem right there.
Oven gloves.
Oven gloves.
Yeah, there you go.
Oven gloves. Sam Alvey could even wear one of those that's connected in the middle with that dirty bit of fucking cloth that's always got leftover food on it. Cloth. You could even use that.
I mean, is he going to be any worse? Is he going to be much worse?
No.
He's probably going to be the same.
You probably won't make a difference.
There you go.
Okay.
The only thing I thought is Wellington loves a sub. He does love a sub, and
you're talking about not talking about sandwiches. Sorry.
No. Sam Alvey loves a Subway for sure. I don't know.
If he's escaping his life, he is, I think.
I might go and make a coffee or something during that one. I'm not too fussed. At all.
I watched the highlights on Instagram.
Yeah, there you go.
Alessio,
are there going to be any? That might not take it very long. Yeah. I don't know.
The highlight might be Sam Alvey biting DC's neck in the post-fight interview or something.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
Abdul Alhassan.
Yes.
And Alessio, did he say his second name because you said it on the commentary?
Chirico. Alessio Di Chirico and Abdul Razak Alhassan.
I know Alhassan's getting on a bit, but he moved and was he looked much more athletic at that lighter weight. When he came up, he had I love those fights with Hamasi.
Yeah.
with Sabah Hamasi. They were wicked fights to watch. I really enjoyed watching them. And it was really weird, and it were both really weird endings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in. The ref stood him up, and it was just a bad call. Like he just got entangled, didn't he? And he'd already had a really early stoppage with Herbert stopped them super early, I think.
Yeah.
And it was just, I just remember the end of both fights was like
kind of odd.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit! What are you going to do a third time? And then he got knocked out by Chaos, didn't he?
Yeah. He had a hell of a scrap against Malkoon.
Yeah.
Like when they sat down next to each other at the up against the octagon afterwards, just like
oh fuck, that was cool, bro.
Nothing left.
That was wicked. I just thought the first fight for the Massey, he was light and he was bouncy and he was fast. And then against Chaos, he was thick and he looked over muscled.
Yeah.
But he's 36, and I understand that for him to, be getting down to welterweight he's a big motherfucker and he to be being a welterweight. So I understand that.
Yeah, he is 36. I didn't realize he was that old.
I mean, it's tough for him getting on a bit.
He's not that old. I mean, come on. But Alessio was in a bad spot a few fights ago, wasn't he? I mean, until he knocked out Buckley with that head kick, he was 3 fights down in a row.
Yeah, he was. But I watch him, I thought he was good.
He is, yeah.
I think he's good.
Yeah, I think he lacks a little bit of pop and a bit of horsepower, perhaps. Like I don't see him hurting people a great deal with his shots, and I think that might be the difference in this fight.
Yeah,
because Alhassan can crack. Yeah. But then again, Di Chirico, he's well conditioned. He takes a shot. He's durable.
He's well proportioned. Well, he looks like he's supposed to be at that weight. When some guys are, that's not their weight, and they're either bulking to make it or cutting to make it. He's just put together like he should be in that sort of.
You couldn't get him down to welterweight.
No,
he's
too sort of thick around his
for sure
lower body and stuff, isn't he? I mean, it was a great finish in that Buckley fight, weren't it? It was just a well timed head kick.
Yeah. It's not like he's getting put away regularly though. I mean, he's never been knocked out. He's been subbed once.
Surely it's got to be like Alhassan will blast him early, or Alessio could probably come through and maybe win a decision.
Yeah, I
seems good with space.
Yeah, he does.
He seemed good with space in that Buckley fight because Buckley's short and thick and powerful, and he was coming at him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He dealt with that really well, which you would think Alhassan's not going to be too dissimilar, right?
No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, the difference here is, Alhassan, if he locks up, he's got a judo background. He is the shorter fighter, 5'10", 73-inch reach. But his judo background puts him in strong positions, even if he wants to break clinch. So, like, say if he's got Di Chirico hurt and Alessio's grabbed a hold of him to try and get a bit of a breather, the risk might not be getting taken down. It might be him using his judo to separate so he can continue striking.
Yeah.
I mean, how difficult Jimmy is to keep a hold of if you don't want you to hold on to him. Like, it's just that core strength and that ability to manipulate somebody else's balance. I mean, all 10 of his wins are by knockout. He's lost once by knockout, but all other 3 of his losses are by decision. Like, he has been outworked in the past. We've seen that happen. I think this is a very winnable fight for Di Chirico.
Yeah.
Of course, the risk is him getting cracked and knocked out, but it's just statistically, if you look down his record, that just doesn't happen. I can see him taking shots and getting hurt, losing a 10-8 round maybe, but I mean,
think it goes back to the space management. Like, I felt like he really managed space well in the Buckley fight, and people that can manage space don't put themselves in that position to get cracked hard enough that's going to knock them out.
Yeah. I'll give an exact prediction.
Wow.
So we can clip this after the podcast once it's already happened. People will think we record this after. You watch. We didn't.
Yeah,
we got a newspaper. What's the date? 24th.
It's my
phone. I think Abdul Razak Alhassan's going to have a really good first round. I think he's going to look fast. I think he's going to be refusing to clinch, and I think he's going to crack Di Chirico and probably get a 10-8 round. But then Di Chirico is going to come in and just walk him down for the second and third, back him up and beat him up, and he'll be exhausted up against the fence at the end of the third.
I agree, because that's what I wrote. Similar to what I wrote.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Alhassan early, but if he can't do it, he's gonna get ground down by Alessio, and Alessio will come through and maybe win a decision.
Yeah. So you didn't make a pick then. You just gave you gave a for instance of both guys winning.
No, but that's how I see it going. Alhassan doesn't get off, and Alessio grinds him down.
Oh, okay.
Screenshot and put it in.
Yeah. I reckon we should have these notes forwarded to Jimmy the night before so we can have them vetted the next day.
He can't read. What are you on about? Let's get someone to read it to him.
I'm looking forward to their podcast tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh man, it's so
chaos.
funny. We've got questions coming. I'll put something on Instagram asking people to bring questions in for the podcast, and there's some funny ones come through.
Brilliant.
It'll be good.
Brilliant. There were just so many soundbite moments.
Amazing. Amazing.
And
it flowed. You know, it was the first one, and fair play to him.
I was surprised.
It flowed really good.
Yeah.
Old mate looked a bit nervous to start with, but it was all right. Josh just doesn't give a fuck, which really helps. Like, you know, when people say they don't give a fuck, you're like, oh, that means you really give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, he just doesn't give a fuck. No interest.
Bang you.
Yeah, we'll just lift someone. Whatever you want, whoever you want. Gerald Meerschaert.
Fucking hell, mate. What? This poor guy, this poor meerkat, he gets put in with every fucking rising prospect that the UFC are trying to build.
Doesn't he?
Right?
He's been around for ages.
He has. He's like the litmus test for the next wave of superstars.
He's fought a lot of respectable fighters.
Yeah.
The problem is he's sort of got made famous by Hamzat, didn't he? Because he just got caught in the fog lights and
he
just
got Hamzat.
Shit, yeah, didn't he? He got properly
17
Hamzated.
seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
No. But then he comes back and subs Fabinski and reminds you that he's actually a legitimately really
24,
good fighter.
24 of 32 wins are from sub stoppages. Like, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
He's very dangerous. The problem is Mahmoud Muradov is like the next rising star. And has got a crazy following.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have we said, if we put something up in a, like, say, like a post-fight interview in a mix of a load of post-fight interviews from the same card, he'll get 10x everyone else.
Yeah. There's a spike in the videos where there's a bit where he's in. In fact, let's make sure we tag this podcast up with his
Tajikistan following.
Is that how you say it? Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you follow it, but say it, but that's what it sort of looks like.
What is it?
Uzbekistan.
You're fucking way off.
No, I'm not.
You're way off.
I'm not. I'm not.
Wow. My everlasting memory of Meerschaert, aside from
we haven't moved on. Hold on, we haven't moved on about whether I'm right
giving you
not.
a minute to recover yourself before you embarrass yourself once more.
Right, I'm fine.
I'm giving a breathing gap between the embarrassments. My everlasting memory of Meerschaert, aside from the Hamzat knockout, is against Jack Hermansson. And yes, he's a great grappler, but he also is quite happy to accept being in really bad positions, chasing an ankle and getting his head pounded in. And, you know, I mean, he was constantly putting himself in bad situations against Hermansson, who's got wicked ground and pound.
Anyway, Tajikistan.
Oh, yeah, is he?
Born in Tajikistan. Now, I don't know whether that is in Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was born there and then moved to Uzbekistan or not.
Yeah.
Is that... He hasn't got a flag by there, but anyway. According to Topology, he was born in Tajikistan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Let me see what Wikipedia
put that in
says.
your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, no, I mean it just says Tajik.
Istan.
Well, now it is, yeah. It didn't used to be.
Now it
used to be.
I quickly changed it on Topology before you
Hang on a minute. Slow down. I'm just reading what it says here. It says that he was born in Dushanbe.
Yeah, I didn't even try
Tajik, SSR, Soviet Union, which is now
right.
Tajikistan.
There you go.
It's
now Tajikistan.
Yes.
All right.
Now it's its own thing.
So what's happening with Uzbekistan?
Well, now he lives in Prague, so it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Right? He's got a lovely hat.
Yeah. Yeah. And a massive following.
Yeah. He's just going to smash him up, isn't he? Let's be honest. This fight is... I mean,
if he fights anything like he fought
a...
Andrew Sanchez, he's going to smash him up. But that was quite a fun fight. I did enjoy that. And Andrew Sanchez was pretty good.
Andrew Sanchez is a good wrestler.
Yeah. But he was pretty good. No, but his striking had got way better in that fight. He'd suddenly got this like confidence in his striking until he got hit so hard that he started walking like a newborn horse. And he just did the old shit.
He's on a 14 fight win streak.
Yeah,
his last loss was an injury to his clavicle.
Oh, bet that hurt.
But then, like, he did have a few losses early in his career. Mm-hmm. Won his first 2, lost by armbar. Won the next one, lost a split decision. Won the next one, lost 2, one by guillotine, one by triangle. Then he had a little 3-fight streak, picked up a loss. Like, he had losses, but since 2014, it looks like he's pretty much been on a streak aside from a clavicle injury.
Look, the only way Gerald can win this is by taking him down. Muradov seems to have pretty solid takedown defense.
Yep.
I don't know. You haven't got the stats there, have you? But
I can have.
His strike is pretty deadly.
It is.
Chances are this is a KO TKO for Muradov, right?
If he defends the first 2 takedowns for sure, then I think that's it. Meerschaert's cooked.
I mean, Andrew Sanchez is a good wrestler. We didn't really put it on him, did he? Like that. It looked like he wanted to test his striking out with him and see what happened.
That was not the right thing to do.
Didn't work out that well, but he was actually doing pretty good.
Yeah,
they were doing all right. It was a good fight to watch.
Yeah, this is not a good fight for Meerschaert.
No, it's not.
I just look at it and just see. You can just that Meerschaert is in that category. For fuck's sake!
Wow.
Fucking R2D2 jumps out at me. All right,
the shit I would have got. The shit.
You're always
kicking
got less the fuck out of it
than if he had done it. If he would have got some serious shit.
You're always kicking the fuck out of the set.
I'm not. I don't finger tap anymore either. That was just that one time.
It's all right now. We've fixed the mics.
Well, yeah,
I had
true.
to spend a bunch of money to get around it. Yeah, please don't.
Yeah. Morse code it.
What?
You need
takedown defense stats. You want takedown defense stats?
Yeah, my feel is Muradov has pretty solid takedown defense.
What would you say it is percentage wise?
High mid 70s.
Well.
Well, young man.
Well. His takedown accuracy is 16%.
Him trying to take someone down?
Yes.
Right.
Meerschaert, I can't not say Meerkat, I'm really trying not to. Meerschaert has got 43% takedown accuracy and takedown defense.
Exactly.
Weird. Muradov's got 100% takedown defense.
Shit.
That is the fuck you of takedown defense, isn't it?
Unfortunately, that is the
I've
final.
I've got 3 digits in my takedown defense.
That's the final.
You got 3
nail.
digit takedown defense?
No.
I haven't got 3 digit takedown defense.
Gerald's fucking dead, bro.
I wonder what my takedown defense stat is.
No, don't look that up.
It's going to be like 26%, isn't it? Fucking GSP.
Your takedown defense.
I was doing all right up
your
until that
point. Your takedown defense
point.
is so bad you're now doing Muay Thai in MMA gloves. That's how good it is.
Fucking hell. We got trash talking on the podcast now.
Mate, the shit you've given me.
Rough ass is overspilling into the...
Jumping onto old mate's bandwagon.
You wait until tomorrow morning at sparring now.
Oh, yeah. Why are you coming back?
No, I'm not. I verbally spar with you and you can't keep up. You don't want me to put gloves on.
That's not true. That's true. Half of what you just said is true.
That was a good one.
You
I remember
can put
that.
gloves on, but just don't punch me. There's plenty of people who want to be punched by you.
I don't think there are.
Right, Gerald's dead, bro. Yeah, there's not a fucking chance he's fucking winning this.
Is that what it says on
There's
your
no
notes?
fucking chance he's winning this. 100% takedown defense and
Dead.
not great standing against this fucking killer. Tajikistani killer. Yeah.
Riding off the Mongolian steppe.
Oh,
ready for fucking
Was he
war.
Mongolian now?
Well, of course he is.
I don't know how the fuck he is.
He is, mate. That's the steppe. That is the region of the world where the steppe people came from. The Scythians.
Love it.
Warlike people. Have
you watched Marco Polo on Netflix?
I have watched a little bit of it.
Oh, get into it. I got into it. It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was a bit like that. I was like,
yeah.
And then I got maybe 2.5 in, and I was like, oh shit, this is good.
Okay.
I think you'll like it.
All right. I'll give it. I think I probably watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh,
and was
right.
like, yeah.
Okay.
I'll have a
Maybe
look.
you just don't have any taste. I'm not sure which.
You can't even fucking start. You don't like Star Wars. What's his name?
Get it? Oh, Dave, I think. Oh no. I know that's Tito.
It's not.
No, it's not. Who the fuck's that?
Oh, you fucking hell.
No.
It's Vandalay.
Oh, I fucking nearly remembered his name. I can't remember his name.
Space Ranger.
Space Ranger. Renamed.
Renamed.
Yeah.
You know some of these, right?
Not really. Let's not get onto this.
Oh,
this is just humiliating for everyone. Mainly me. That's a T-Rex though, right? I definitely know that's a T-Rex. Fucking hell, where are we? Oh, right. Another fight I don't care about from Tough. Petrovsky versus Gilmore.
I don't know.
That's about it. I'm about done because I don't give a fuck about this one. Ricky Turquoise and Brady Heinz, I don't give a fuck. And Kevin Lee and Daniel Rodriguez,
Mate,
that's cool.
Let's
that's
talk
a cool
about that
fight.
one. Let's talk about that one.
That's a cool fight. It's a shame because that was Kevin Lee versus Sean Brady, which would have been sick.
It would have been sick.
But that's gone.
Yeah.
Because
it would have been sick, especially because A, Brady's got great tattoos.
Yeah.
And B,
Evergreen.
Kevin Lee's just had the back of his fucking head tattooed.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
That's a huge
He's had some like armor kind of chainmail plates or something.
So look at that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like goes all the way up to like top of his ears. Basically, where you can't strike.
Oh,
maybe that's
shit.
why he's had it done. Maybe he's marking out the area of the back of the head
Just
where you
help the
can't
refs.
strike. They need
Oh,
some
that's
fucking
good of
help.
him.
Some. It's a bit
But that,
right. What?
yeah. It's got like a bit of rope at the back as well. That's weird.
It's got a bit of rope out the back.
It's got a bit of rope at the back. Look like you go like that.
That's no good.
Weird.
You don't
Anyway.
want something that can pull around.
No.
Yeah, it would have been a really good. I'm a fan of this one.
Yeah,
I think I think Daniel Rodriguez is
D-Rod.
he's a fucking handful.
He's got like a middleweight upper body and a lightweight's lower body.
Yeah,
And then it just sort of merges him into welterweight.
mate. He outstruck Mike Perry, 129 strikes to 61. He's got a hell of a work rate.
Yeah, he basically every single chance he caught Mike Perry.
Yeah,
Like he just edged everything. It was tough. And Mike Perry didn't look out of shape or anything like that. I know he's
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 just
a bit,
Mike Perry.
He's a bit
He's
of a
just-
roller coaster, isn't he? But he looks.
He is a roller coaster.
Yeah, he's tough.
He'd be
man.
a good fight for Jake Paul. Mike Perry would be a
Yeah.
good scrap.
Oh yeah,
Right.
but how big's Jake? Jake Paul, like this is another
6'1".
welterweight though.
He's 6'1".
6'1" and what?
190 pounds, about the same as
Oh,
Perry.
right. D-Rod looks much bigger than him in that fight.
He does. But then Kevin Lee's coming up from lightweight, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's an in-betweener, isn't he,
yeah,
Kevin Lee?
yeah. I thought that when I was
Like
looking at
RDA.
it, you used to champion that middle ground
163.
between the two
The
weights. Yeah.
Yeah. So hang on, just before we move on, are these other guys on the Ultimate Fighter then? Is that why I've got no
Yeah, so
fucking...
I'm
Because
pretty-
I can't watch that nonsense with the fucking drinking and knocking each other out in a fucking bathroom.
I think the
absolute
last time I
horse
watched that
shite.
was the Ashes, UK and Australia,
Yeah.
because we had friends and I was on it, and
The thing is that I've dipped into it because if I'm researching a card that's got someone who came through the Ultimate Fighter, I'll watch that season to prepare for that fight. As a part of the preparation, I'll just
you watched the season.
I get a bit obsessive.
No,
when I'm
you
preparing
don't.
for a fight.
You don't watch the whole season.
I watch the season.
What if there's one person on the
I
card?
want to see them training. I want to see how they interact with
Why
other
would you
people.
do that
on
to
it.
yourself?
Well,
Why
because
don't you just end up thinking everyone's a dick because you've watched the whole season?
well,
Just like,
that's a
God.
part of the problem. But I kind of I work my way through. I mean, I fast forward some stupid bits. They're doing activities and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I should watch
like,
the fights from.
I want to
each
watch the
season.
training parts and I want to watch the fighting parts. I'm not bothered about the Alcoholics Anonymous bits and the fucking throwing beds in the pool and pissing on each other or whatever else they fucking do in that house. That show has become an abomination to make.
It's just a bit done because you know that they have to
Fucking
do
had
shit
enough of it.
for TV.
Yeah.
they have to. Like
So
if
they
everyone
give
was
them
just
alcohol
like
and-
super respectful, it's like, oh, I'm just going to train really hard, and then,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to take my supplements, and eat right, and I'm going to sleep and get up in the morning, and do
That's
it
not
again
TV.
for 8 weeks non-stop. Everyone will be like, this is getting
Yeah.
decommissioned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why the Ultimate Fighter does a season and a countdown show is one episode.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
Can they get up, train, and go to bed so many times?
Yeah.
Can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
mean,
much of these. I watch the fights. If anybody interests me, I might go back and look at the Ultimate Fighter. But I'm just over that format.
There's
I'd
no
rather
way,
watch
there's no
old.
way I'm watching that.
I'd rather
There's no
watch
way.
old kickboxing, old boxing matches than that.
I mean, we had a wicked time. What's top 9 was UK and
was
USA,
wicked.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I can't remember what number it was, but we did the Ashes UK and Ross was on there and Dino was in there
Yeah.
coaching. And then Ross hit George Soteropoulos so hard that he did the elevated fetal position
Mate.
in the air. His feet like straight up underneath
It was
him.
weird, wasn't it?
And mate, Ross had broken him over the
Yeah.
season. Like just broke him. Just couldn't handle the banter. couldn't handle any of it and was so mad, and then just got fucking lifted.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah. And the crowd were all behind Ross as well.
Yeah, I know.
We were there, weren't we?
Yeah,
we were there live,
we were ringside, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was a fucking good week, that was.
Yeah, it was wicked, wasn't it?
It was a good week.
Was that Gold Coast?
That was Gold Coast.
Shooting Star Gold Coast
That was
shit.
December 21st.
Yeah.
Mushrooms on a beach.
Yeah.
Fucking eyes like pennies. All kinds of mad shit happening.
It's
listening to the Doors.
Like, obviously, I'm back home now.
Moonlight Drive.
That coast is pretty fucking cool.
Beautiful.
The Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast,
So
past
nice.
Brisbane down to the Gold Coast, carry on down to Byron Bay it's a special area of the world, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is.
You know, I know some good dudes down there.
Yeah.
It's a good place. Good place. We'll go back one day.
Definitely
We'll have a
will.
little Rough House on tour.
Oh, mate.
Rough House and Centre does the Gold Coast. Oh my god! It's just fucking imagine that. No one's coming home alive.
Can you? Jimmy walking down with his fucking ducktail side bag.
Yeah, there's this fucking Mexican stand-up with a bikie gang within 24 hours. It'd be wicked. I love it.
Yeah.
So we've sidetracked Kevin Lee and D-Rod.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think Kevin Lee's going to utilize his wrestling. I think he's going to test D-Rod's takedown defense. I think he's going to let's see where D-Rod's takedown defense is at. I think Rodriguez he always gives you that energy that he's like, come on, let's fucking do it. Let's have a scrap. I mean, he's significant. He's lands 8 strikes per minute compared to Kevin Lee, who's 3.9. But then Kevin Lee shoots average of 3 takedowns per fight. Like I think he's going to wrestle in this one. I mean, D-Rod's got 83% takedown defense, but the persistence of Kevin Lee, the pace that he might be able to set now, he's a welterweight, he's not cutting. I don't know. The only other thing is he's been out for a while because that last loss was at Oliveira, which was the first fight without a crowd, March last year. So he's been out a little while.
Yeah. He was kind of doing all right in that fight for a little bit, and then he decided to play death chess with him on the floor, didn't he?
No, he got clipped. He got caught and knocked down. And then he got caught and hurt and guillotined.
Is that how it finished?
Yeah.
But he was on the floor with him for a bit, and he was getting tied up.
Yeah, he was.
A lot.
But he's confident in his ground game. He's confident in his grappling skills. I just this is not going to be this is not a fight that is going to necessarily concern Kevin Lee in the grappling range.
No.
I think if anything,
He's safer there, right?
He is safer there. He's not going to get walked down and beaten up by Rodriguez. And that's just his game, innit? I mean, he's a skilled brawler. Is his style. Good pressure. I don't know if Kevin Lee's got the horsepower to hurt him necessarily. I mean, how many times has Rodriguez been stopped? I can't think of a time.
Solid jab and wicked rear body kick, isn't he, D-Rod?
2 decisions on his record. A split decision back in 2017, and then the decision loss to Dalby, who's just a different kind of fighter. Works from the outside, uses his range, his speed and his kicks. Kevin Lee's going to have to come into his range because he's not got the height or reach advantage, has he?
No, not at all.
What is he, 5'9" to 6'1"?
It'd be interesting to see Lee.
Kevin Lee's got a reach advantage of 3 inches.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, fair enough.
He must have a massive back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Another wagon back.
Good for pulling takedowns in.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's the way it's
I'd be
going to
interested to see Kevin Lee at welterweight. Again.
Southpaw v Orthodox as well. That lead leg, single legs there. Grab and snatch. Stipe style.
Oh, nice.
I think Kevin Lee's going to out-grapple him. I like Rodriguez. I think he might be too front foot heavy and too aggressive. And I think as long as Kevin Lee's
another
in
one,
shape,
I can't imagine him being anything other than a mid-roster guy. Like, he's tough and he likes fighting. When you watch him fight, you're like, dude likes to fight. It's a good job he's in here because he's going to be doing it anyway.
For sure.
I just don't see him any more than like a mid-tier club man, innit? No disrespect.
No, he's going to be fun fights no matter who he's fighting, but he kind of fills that Mike Perry gap in the weight class now. He's beating up Perry. He's that guy. He's like I said, he's a skilled brawler. And when I say brawler, I'm not saying that necessarily as untidy, but the energy that comes with a brawler is let's have a fucking fight. Yeah. And like even just that pressure on Kevin Lee might force a level change out of him.
Yeah, okay.
Southpaw v Orthodox, man. That lead leg's there for a snatch single all day.
Yeah, right. We'll go with Kevin Lee, shall we?
Well, you can choose whoever you want. I mean, you don't have to pick Kevin Lee if you think
No,
Rodriguez is
but I think Kevin Lee not worrying about his weight will be. He's going to be a handful, isn't he?
He is. I think so.
Yeah, we'll lock Kevin Lee in.
Main event.
Ricky Turquoise and Brady Heinstad.
I will look forward to watching them.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, with these, it's more like this is when I want to see them.
Mm.
And then I don't care about the Tough House. This is where I want to see, oh, look what's come out the Tough House this season. Right, from here on, let's see how they do. Do you know what I mean? That's sort of how I saw it.
Yeah. You know, right now, there are going to be some people listening to this podcast going, what the fuck, you don't watch The Ultimate Fighter? Oh my God, you call yourself fucking UFC fans. Listen, motherfucker.
Season 29, bro.
Fucking
29 of
29. We were here.
For one.
On the fucking canvas before UFC 1. Right? Before Ultimate Fighter 1. Like, we remember watching that, like, the novelty of it. Like, oh shit, look at this. MMA's on TV.
It was wicked.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
20 Plus the other, the variants with the names that didn't get numbers or whatever.
Tough 9 was funny, man.
It was.
Oh, you know, when I went
subtitled.
When I went on Australia versus, I might have said this story before, Australia versus the UK, I went down to a guest spot of coaching the day they'd been caught with a phone in the house. Of course, the English had spoke to a neighbour, fucking jacked the phone off him and start calling people at home. They had to stand in front of Dana White on a Zoom stroke, Skype stroke, whatever was around that time, and sort of apologise for breaking the one rule that you're not allowed to break in the Tough House. It was wicked. Of course, British.
There are so many, no books, no writing materials, no music.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but like MMA fighters are normally mentally really stable kind of group of people.
Right.
So if you take all that shit away from them, nothing's going to happen.
No.
Be fine.
But cameras and alcohol.
Yeah, have loads of it.
Fuck it. Why not?
It's like unlimited, right? You just say whatever you want and it just rolls up.
I remember speaking to Mac Danzig after he did it. And I like Mac because he's like a manifestation of a part of my character, like the fucking angry, I just can't be dealing with people part.
The pre-9 a.m.
I'm not
down.
like,
one.
Yeah. I'm not like
Mac
that all the time.
pre-9 a.m. down all the time.
That is all the time. Yeah. No, Max, he's now he's gotten out of LA and he's found his little spot in the world. He's
found his zen.
But I remember him coming out of the Ultimate Fighter house, and he was not a very sociable person.
No.
And if you take away some of the things that Mac can
stabilize himself,
get away from people with, you know what I mean? Let me focus on photography or whatever it was. They put him in this fucking house. He ended up ordering this hummingbird feeder, and someone in the house trashed it. And he's just like, I remember him coming out of the house just ready to murder everybody.
I hate human.
I thought to myself, there's no way I would put myself through that.
Nah, fuck that.
No way. I did the boat race. That was as Ultimate Fighter as you fucking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No,
no interest.
There's enough good fighting on around the world for me to not have to watch a shit show like that.
No. May as well just watch Rough House and Sunset when you get home. It's better anyway.
It's so much funnier.
It's way funnier.
It's so much funnier.
Funnier.
And there's not been a drip of alcohol in it yet.
No. Oh, Josh does want to go to Magaluf, I think, for the 1000th episode.
Of course he does. He's a Darren Till 2 waiting to happen, isn't he?
No. Oh, what did they call it?
Mate,
someone called him a discount Darren Till.
Of course they did.
Oh, fucking hell. He's looking for your address right now. But he's fucking bang him.
Yeah. We're gonna have to make sure he's got a chaperone half the way through his career, because he's gonna be a fucking terror otherwise.
He's fighting in 5 weeks. So we've got a load of guys. Josh,
I can't wait.
In 5 weeks.
I can't wait.
He's pretty much on weight, well, where he needs to be. He's causing a lot of problems in sparring. His wrestling and grappling, I don't know. I definitely don't learn at the rate he learns at, but he is learning at a rate that is quite incredible.
Yeah.
And he's giving people a lot of problems. He's been grappling for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is going to be fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it.
Me too.
I think everyone at the gym's excited about it. And we have a load of guys on.
Yeah. I was working with Kieran the other day.
Yeah.
Kieran looks very good. Super slick on the ground. You know, his striking is evolving by the week as well.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing it in all the guys. Big improvements.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That was it October 2nd, isn't it?
Yeah, golden ticket.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to speak to them and make sure everybody on the channel can
Dan
connect.
Hepworth's got an opponent. I think we found one today. Someone dropped out. I think we got another one for him.
Nice.
That'll be fun. Loads of people.
He's looking fucking strong.
He looks strong,
Holy
innit?
shit, yeah.
Yeah, very strong. He seems in a really settled place.
He's
Like
consistent. He's there. He's at the gym every session. He's pushing hard.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys that sets the pace on the mat. There's no doubt about it.
Rasto's not on this card, is he?
We're trying to get him matched. We're trying to get him matched.
This will be fascinating.
Oh, mate, he's going to wreck someone.
Yeah.
He's going to pick them up and slam them through the canvas.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a hell of a crush on him.
And Charlie, 14-year-old. Is he 15?
He's 15 now. I think he's just turned 15. Is he fighting that same weekend?
He's got a kickboxing fight.
When's is that?
Maybe points fight. I'm not actually sure, but
it's the same weekend. Is
yeah,
it?
I think so.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Loads happening.
He's got to go back to school. He's been coming to spar. I think he's got one sparring left, or maybe two, but he's got to go back to school. But he's 15 and he's been at pro sparring with Roughhouse for the last 6 weeks. Pretty much 2 of 3 sessions, I'd say, every week.
Crazy.
There you go. There's your education.
Fuck. He's gonna be good. He's good now. He's gonna be dangerous in a few years.
Very cool.
Let's talk about this main event, shall we?
Okay.
I've already done a war room on it, so I'll hang back and finish my C4 and
Of the tough one.
What?
What do you mean? Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, but this is tough, right? This is out the tough house.
Barboza Chikadze.
Oh, sorry. Fucking hell. Well, he's late. It's like 10:10 at night.
Is it?
I thought it meant Brian because we haven't.
Honestly,
do you think it was morning?
I couldn't tell you. I'm in here most of the day. I've got no idea what day it is outside.
Brian Battle and Gilbert Urbina, which we just we just glossed over.
We can talk about it if you want.
No, not really. I don't want to talk about it.
So Barboza Chikadze then?
Yeah, wicked.
What do you reckon?
I've forgotten. Edson Barboza's record, not necessarily wins or losses, but who he's fought. What are you looking for?
I got my notes. Don't mind.
Oh.
I got the kickboxing
Unbelievable.
records down. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No,
it's like a list of the genuine elites year on year on year. He's fought genuine elites. It's quite incredible. I was like, when I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even necessarily realise the calibre of who he's fought over the years. It's unbelievable. This is a great end to a relatively good card, but this will be some fireworks, won't it?
I am so
Massive.
excited for this. I really am. I mean, I think Barboza will be smart to make this an MMA fight, but I hope he doesn't. I hope they kickbox.
Yeah. In that last fight with Shane Burgos, which I love Shane Burgos, he landed 8.
That was weird, right?
8 really solid leg kicks in 45 seconds.
Fuck.
The first 45 seconds of that fight, he was chopping that hard. But yeah, that was a really weird delayed KO, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching that fight, man. It was.
He's just so slick.
Fun.
He's so slick. But we've had this conversation a lot. You've got Barboza on one side, who's very traditional in his Thai boxing style. He's very athletic, super quick. He's got a good skill set within the stance that he fights out of. Powerful low kick. He works really good hooks to the body, left and right. Obviously, we know his high kick and his spinning kick are lethal as well. Chikadze switches stance very, very comfortably, though. He's also not undersized as well. He's actually an inch taller than Barboza. I thought Barboza was going to look bigger and stronger than Chikadze, but having watched Chikadze's last couple of fights, I actually think he's really quite big for this division as well.
Oh, okay.
And I think he fights like a big man.
Yeah.
I think he fights like he knows his reach and knows how to use it.
Because he's a bit undercooked in MMA experience, isn't he? But by the time you layer on his kickboxing record, he's had some good fights with Glory Promotion, who that will lead on. We can talk about that in a bit if you want. But by the time you sort of combine that together, he's got some good solid performance history.
Yeah, with 38 wins in kickboxing, I think, compared to 25 wins for Barboza in kickboxing. Yeah. Interesting though, they've both got the same amount of knockouts in kickboxing.
Right.
So of 38 wins, Chikadze's got 22 knockouts. Yeah. On the flip side, Barboza had 25 wins and knocked 22 of them out.
Wow.
So, I mean, his knockout stats are higher, but then you've got to say Chikadze's probably been fighting at a technically higher level.
In pure kickboxing.
Yeah. Something else I noticed that was interesting, though, because, we talk about, we were discussing this yesterday, weren't we, Jamie? We talk about takedown defense. If you look at these stats, obviously, the stats that we're looking at for Barboza and Chikadze are their stats based on their opposition, right? They're also based on a different period of time, and they're also not taking into account how their stats may change over time. And I'll tell you what I mean. Like, just as an example, Giga Chikadze, right? In his first fight, in which he lost to Austin Springer, he was taken down 4 times. In his next fight against Brandon Davis, he was taken down 3, but managed to get a takedown back. In his next fight, was taken down twice, and he's not been taken down since. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the stats are overall, they're not evolving as the person's evolving.
Yeah. So I could have a terrible start, and my stats, they're getting better, but it's still swayed because of that terrible start. But now, no one's taking me down. I got it.
Exactly.
I get it now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I know what you're saying.
And then on the flip side, Barboza's got 78% takedown offense, which is a really high stat compared to Chikadze, who's 68, which is not too bad. But he's fought Khabib.
Yeah, right.
And then you go, okay, strikes absorbed per minute. Now Barboza's up.
Yeah, an asterisk by that if you fight
like the little Viking.
Yeah. No, not that one.
Every time. Come on. I'm going to get it written down on the
It's
wall.
just my accent.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like I'm not called Ori, but everyone called me Ori for 4 years in Japan. It's just their accent. They don't have the L.
Yeah, so like I was thinking about this, right? Strikes absorbed per minute. Like, how much of that was affected by the fight against Khabib?
Yeah.
Like, that must have massively impacted his stats.
That number might never happen again.
Right? What would his stats look like if he'd not faced Khabib?
Take it out.
Like, that's I look at the stats and I'm going, okay, these are interesting stats, but like they've both got 44% striking accuracy.
Do like an acute stat, like the rolling average of the last 5, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to give you like a picture of where you're at right now. Maybe even last 5 is a bit generous. It could be last 3. Things change really fast in this game.
But then, as Jamie pointed out yesterday, that's also dependent on the opponent they're fighting. Like, the reason that he's not been taken down these last 3 fights is because he's not fought anyone that's trying to take him down, or because the fights have not lasted that long, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a problem with stats.
They're a fucking mess, mate.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
They can be useful. It depends how you handle them.
They can.
Yeah.
If you've got a good body of stats like Max Holloway, you can see overall,
patterns.
There's a pattern.
Yeah.
Like, Max Holloway's pattern is to improve his work rate and his accuracy as the fight goes on, which is, I've never seen that in any other stats.
But that's the battle in sports science. Sports scientists are always trying to give you more information about what's going on, but they need such a massive data set to actually be able to see what is happening compared to with small data sets that's just acute spikes or acute troughs or whatever. But it's just tough for, you need big data sets. I mean, the PI has massive data sets, and that's probably why they're getting good stats out of there. Just circling back, so obviously Giga's been on Fought for Glory a few times. We are going to stream Glory 78 is coming up 4th of September.
I'm gonna pull up the
Piera and Glover did a wicked interview with Amy. She smashed it again. It's up on the site now. Go have a look. It was really cool. Glover was wicked. He was just had
like he's been on
loads
the C4.
of energy. He's been on the C4. He was translating for Piera, and it was just a really good interview. And there was loads of energy in it, and it was very interesting. Piera's coming. He's coming to smash, isn't he?
Yeah,
for sure. And we're going to stream their Super Series, which is their prelims, but it's tasty prelims, right?
I've got it pulled up here. There's some good fights on this. There's some good fights. The first couple of guys I don't know much about, but V and I are going to do a podcast on it, like a preview podcast.
Yeah, what are you calling it?
I mean,
you're calling it the Pigs Podcast.
Well, you're not the Outlaw, are you?
No. That's because we were outlawed.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to do
with me. No, of course not.
Carry this shit. I can't believe you're subbing me out.
I'm not subbing you out. You
to
don't
be fair,
know
if you're going to go with
kickboxing.
a striking-based thing, I'm probably not the right person.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm barely the right person for an MMA one, let alone a pure striking one.
V's done all the research. She's done all the preview shows for us.
Well,
so
I'm not watching that shit.
Oh, yeah, you are. You'll watch the Super Fight series.
I'm definitely going to watch the Super Series. So we're going to stream this through Full Reptile.
Our YouTube channel.
It'll be
on our YouTube channel.
For free, obviously.
Ite Gershen's on it. Tiana Bastardi's on it. And the feature bout on the Super Fight series before the pay-per-view starts, which is also stacked with heavyweights, is Donovan Vise against Yusri Belgari.
See what
I've
they're
done a
doing
war
there.
room on it. We need to
Yeah.
bump that up on the channel. Go and check out the war room. This is a rematch. The first fight was absolute
Crazy.
dynamite. I
Yeah.
can't wait for this rematch, and I can't wait for it to be streaming on our channel.
Yeah, man. Very exciting.
Love it.
Very
okay,
cool. And it's not geo-blocked,
it's not,
so you can watch it wherever you are. Because Gloria,
but you
cool.
can still use a VPN.
Yeah, not yet.
We'll give you we'll give you a recommendation soon.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. We'll give
Yeah.
you a solid recommendation.
So who have
Yeah.
you got between these two then? Chikadze or Barboza?
Mate, I think,
5 rounds as well.
yeah, but I think a little bit, Chikadze's undercooked a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, who Barboza's fought and how long he's fought and the people he's damaged over the years. I just, Giga's been quite vocal about wanting a name, hasn't he? He's coming in, he's basically said he'll fight anyone. He's called everyone out he can get to. The only thing is, Barboza's 36. This is going to be one of those fights that it's decided in milliseconds, in it, and things slow down a little bit as you get on a little bit. He's been knocked out a few times, hasn't he? But
Yeah.
I think overall, I'd just edge with Barboza.
Mm.
Yep, obviously by that face, you're going with Chikadze.
I am so on the fence with it. I really don't know.
It's gonna be wicked.
It's gonna be because the thing is, so like if Barboza gets ahead early and he starts hammering low kicks into the lead leg of Chikadze, he might be able to limit him into one stance, which will probably be southpaw if he's been hammering that lead leg. And then that leaves the Giga kick open, which means Barboza's got to be tight with his elbow the whole time.
Yeah,
I think there's always a way for Chikadze to get to Barboza because he's got 2 stances. He can switch and he can poke and he can keep Barboza on the back foot. The one thing and I mentioned this in the war room, there was a shot that Barboza landed, and he landed it twice in the second round against Makon Omeakani. It was a straight right hand. I want you to watch it again after the podcast. I'll show you. I honestly can't think of a punch I've seen that was faster.
really.
It might be because it was at such a distance that he threw it as well.
Yeah.
And you could even tell as soon as Macwin hit the floor, he was like,
Oh,
"What the
shit.
fuck with
Where?
that?" It's
Who was
like he'd
that? Who
been
was
kicked
that?
by a horse.
Yeah,
and
right.
he was like it
Yeah.
just took him by surprise, and he nailed him twice with it in the second round. Like, although Barboza's the one that's moving down, I think he's faster. I think he's faster by quite a bit. Like Chikadze makes up for the fact that he doesn't have the same kind of speed because he's precise and he sets things up. I mean, you remember that kick that he used against Jamie Simmons? Hit him in the body, hurt him, cracked him in the side of the head.
Yeah.
Lovely setup. Really nice, simple striking with complex application. Just what we've been talking about in the in the gym. Barboza's got that, but he's also got the speed and the horsepower with it. And honestly, that punch was just
Dynamite.
like
Yeah.
there's fast punches in the sport for sure. Pacquiao's got ridiculous hands. The speed that Barboza moved at to land one right hand.
Yeah, right.
I watched it back probably 10 times in a row, and then I'm like watching it, and then he did it again a bit later in the round. I'm like,
Oh, shit.
fucking hell,
Yeah.
quick.
So is that a long-winded way of saying not sure?
Yeah, I am not sure. I can't make a pick on this one. I really can't. I don't mind who wins. I'm not leaning one way or the other. I mean, they're ranked 9 and 10. Not much is going to shift in the rankings based on the win. Chikadze is one place lower than Barboza, but I agree with what you're saying with Chikadze being undercooked as far as MMA experience, but maybe Barboza's not the one to show that he's undercooked.
Because you think he'll just keep it standing, and if you're going to have a kickboxing fight, Chikadze's not undercooked. Yeah.
I mean, that's what kind of what I said in the war room is, like Barboza needs to make it an MMA fight. He needs to close it. I think he's got faster hands. I think he's probably got better hands. I don't think he's got the opportunity to switch stances. So if he can take some space away from Chikadze, it's going to make less of a difference to him what stance he's in. If you can back him up against the fence, close him down into a boxing range, chop him with low kicks and keep clinching him, kneeing him, maybe trying to take him down. Like Chikadze, you're going to look undercooked against someone like Movsar-Evloev.
Yeah, right.
Ilia Topuria might be real problems for him, and they're both ranked below Chikadze. But then if you look up the rankings, he's kind of blessed with a whole bunch of strikers. I mean, Holloway, Ortega's a striker if he needs, unless he needs his jiu-jitsu. Rodriguez, Chan Sung Jun, Calvin Cater, Arnold Allen is a striker unless he needs his subs. Josh Emmett, same situation. Like everybody above him is a striker.
Yeah, right. It's quite strange, really, when you think about it.
It's fucking really good for him because he can use the "I'm not fighting anybody ranked lower than me" when Evloev calls him out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times we've said, I don't know how that division is ridiculous that Evloev is where he's at. You know,
Yeah.
He was 15th at not so long ago. Was he now 13th?
He's 13 now. Yeah. He'll be rising super quick in this division. He's going to be problems for everybody. I think Chikadze's in a good spot here. I think this is a very winnable fight for him. I'm not saying he's going to win, but I think it's a winnable one. And I think all the ones above him are because he's of the styles. This is a division that needs one of those Dagestani wrestlers to come in and fucking wreck shop and stir it up a bit because all these guys are strikers.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a cat amongst the pigeons.
I'm sure there's a few. Just waiting.
Not sure. Well, what's his name's been removed from the rankings now, hasn't he? Zabit Magomed Sharapov.
Has he?
He's not there.
Yeah, right. Hamzat's back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's matched up.
I can't remember who. Can you remember who? Come on, Jamie. Oh, come on, Jamie.
Hang on.
I seen it this morning.
Search him on here. It's all right. I can fix this in a second.
We got Google. We Google. Sponsor us if you want Google.
Yeah. Where is it? Hamzat Chimaev. He is fighting. Drum roll, please. The Leech. Li Jingliang.
Ooh. That's a lot of different noises I just made there. That'll be fun. Yeah.
Do you want to stroke your beard a bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Contemplate. Yeah. Anyway. That's for another time.
That is for another time.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
Wicked.
at a later date. That's on the Blachowicz Teixeira fight card,
Yeah.
which is 267.
Title fight, right?
Yeah. I saw MVP today.
Oh, did you?
He's in great spirits for his fight. I'm very much excited for that.
Very cool.
Yeah. I want to try and get down for that.
Good stuff. Check out c4energy.com. Check out unboundmerino.com.
Hashtag not for Ollie.
Definitely not for Ollie. I'll put that on the post.
Hashtag not for Ollie.
Use Outlaw at the checkout with Unbound for 15% off.
See that jump out at me there?
See, you're all over the place today. It's that caffeine. And use...
It's 10:30.
Full Reptile at the checkout for C4
Oh,
if
hang on,
you're
he's
in
still
the
doing.
US.
He's still doing sponsor reads.
You know,
what?
Just talk over it. It's fine.
No, look.
It's literally the only thing I'm here for.
Go and check out C4. You get how much off?
30%.
It's 30% off.
You should do the reads.
I should do the read, shouldn't
Then
I?
I can just sit here. And
What do we enter at checkout?
Full Reptile.
Full Reptile at checkout. What about Merino on bound?
Outlaw.
Full Reptile. We
yeah.
should probably make this a bit consistent.
Well, I thought that, but then it's more confusing. They'll be like, why
More
did they just
confusing for who?
No, because like I get shit wrong, so they'll be like, oh, maybe you just got it wrong. Maybe it's still the Outlaw. Maybe it's still Outlaw. See, I even fuck that up. Maybe it's Outlaw. Or should we just change them all to Full Reptile? I don't know. I don't even get sent stuff anymore.
Oh,
so
now he's sulking.
C4.
Enter
probably.
Full Reptile at checkout for C4. Free shipping.
In the US, yes.
In the
Free
US.
shipping, yeah.
Free shipping over $100.
Over $100, even in the UK.
Enter Outlaw at checkout.
Enter Outlaw. Boom. Done.
Hashtag not for Ollie.
Now you can do everything.
Catch you next time.
I'm out.
Thanks for joining us.
Bup.